Microsoft reported their earnings last night, and earnings were very, very good. You did have a gap higher this morning. However, price is pulling back because of the broader Nasdaq indices is pulling back, hurt by Google and others. Nvidia is another one that stands out as having a negative day thus far. But going to the weekly chart, you can see that you had buyers defend this weekly level at 310, and price penetrated the zone roughly 50%. So if we draw an arrow, if we slice up this, if we draw an arrow where the low was a couple of weeks ago, you can see that price penetrated the zone roughly 50%. But I believe the meat of the unfilled buy orders is below the 310 level. So between 300 and 310, this level is still valid because of the fact that price did not penetrate the zone more than 50%. Now let's get into the results as to why and what caused the price to spike higher. This article is coming from investing.com. Microsoft sales beat estimates as customers prepare for AI rollout. So Microsoft on Tuesday beat Wall Street estimates for fiscal first quarter results in all segments, including data, cloud, etc., PC. Microsoft, which has heavily been backed and collaborated with OpenAI, has yet to roll out most of its products based on its work with the ChatGPT creator. So they haven't even opened the faucets yet for opportunities and collaborations with OpenAI. But enthusiasm among corporate technology buyers for features like the ability to summarize heaps of email into a few bullet points or speedily complete lines of computer code helped the company's revenue rise 13% to $56.5 billion in the quarter. In the reported quarter, revenue from Microsoft's Intelligent Cloud Unit, which houses its Azure cloud computing platform, where much of the AI work will take place, grew to $24.3 billion compared to estimates of $23.49 billion. Microsoft said fiscal first quarter profits was $2.99 per share, above analyst estimates of $2.65 per share. Investors are also tracking how much Microsoft spends on massive data centers to power AI software. Microsoft said on Tuesday that fiscal first quarter capital expenditures were $11.2 billion, up from $10.7 billion in the previous quarter, which itself was the biggest spend since at least fiscal 2016. Microsoft executives say that figure is likely to grow each quarter this fiscal year, putting the company on track to spend more than $44 billion. So they're just preparing for AI to just be their next growth in revenue for the remaining of this decade. For its fiscal second quarter, Microsoft forecasts an Azure growth rate of 26 to 27%, which is above the analyst estimates of 25.1%. Company forecast revenue of $21.1 billion to $25.4 billion. For the segment that contains Azure, ahead of estimates again of $24.94 billion. So the forward guidance is also ahead of Wall Street estimates, which is also serving as a catalyst for the stock. So going back to the charts, again, great quarter, gap up, but the fall in price is occurring because of the drag on the Nasdaq. Price didn't quite hit my target at 350. Came close, 346. We would have hit it again if Google would have had good earnings to match Microsoft's. But the levels I'm watching and remain valid is this weekly buys level at 310. Reason for the 350 target: you got these rejection wicks in July, rejection wicks back in November of last year. So this is a very strong level in which the sellers then take control. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.